Hey everyone, so I know I'm a wee bit late to this party, but seeing how it's still topical, I've decided to do an overview of some sort on the FNaF 2 movie teaser trailer. My first thought when I saw this was, this looks just like the first one. And I don't mean that in the good way. I'm someone who didn't really like the first movie, and there are many reasons for that. Some I'll get to in a bit, but let's quickly list off the positives from the trailer. Number 1, the animatronics. Look, it goes without saying, the animatronics look fantastic, absolutely phenomenal. They look like they were ripped straight from the game. Once again, the Jim Henson Company did an outstanding job with them. I mean, I already kind of predicted that they would look good since the Jim Henson Company did a great job in the first movie, but still, they just look great. In fact, I think the animatronics, the sets, and the overall practical effects are going to be the highlight of the movie, as that was the highlight of the first movie in my opinion. In fact, I don't even know why I implied there's going to be a number list. That just the practical effects are the general good things about the trailer. Now, what did I like about it? Well, to just get out of the way, they brought back the eyes. Yeah, I know, but they just don't look good. They look goofy and not scary at all. Just after the whole debacle with the red eyes and the squinting expressions from the first movie, I thought, surely Scott and Blumhouse would listen to feedback and change the eyes of how they are in the games. But, no. Another thing I noticed is that the plot of this movie is eerily similar to the plot of the Twisted Ones book, with the toy animatronics and the roles of the Twisteds. And if that's the case, why didn't you just make movie adaptations of the novel trilogy? Because, obviously the first movie has a lot of parallels to the Silver Eyes, and it even references the drawing plot from the oh my god. And it even references the drawing plot point from the fourth closet. So why didn't you just do that? Honestly, I would have rather seen a Silver Eyes movie than the movie we got. I also think that the movie isn't going to be much scarier than the first one. I know there's a whole thing about people saying, oh, the second movie is going to be scarier than the first. But I would just like to remind everybody that this is Blumhouse. And when Blumhouse means scarier, all that really means is that it's just going to have more jump scares and more non-gory deaths. Maybe more blood, but that's pushing it. And let me just guess what the plot of the second movie is. So, Vanessa has fully recovered from the hospital or whatever. And one day, Abby is riding her bike and finds the second pizzeria. She walks in and wakes up the toy animatronics, or maybe Springtrap wakes them up, which then they attack her, and then they escape the pizzeria and attack random people in the street. And coincidentally, there's a fast fest in town, so no one expects large animatronics roaming around in the middle of the road. Then Vanessa gives some exposition to Mike, explaining how there was actually a second pizzeria that Daphne killed kids in, and there's some Vanessa backstory thrown there too. Then Abby gets the idea to repair the FNaF 1 animatronics, which explains why they look like the withered variants. And that also marks another child in the FNaF verse that is just a technology whiz kid, along with Gregory and Cassie, whatever other book characters there are, which I'm sure exist. So the wizards end up fighting the toys, and I guess the puppet shows up and calms all of them down, and I'm guessing that's where the movie's gonna end. And then of course they set up bait for the third movie. So yeah, I'm guessing the movie is just gonna be something along those lines, which I hope it's at least fun to watch. I don't know, man. I remember Scott saying that he wanted the movies to be more accurate to the games, but I feel like all he really meant by that is that he wanted the game characters to be in the movies, and that's it. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, a Robert Downey Jr., if you will. But those are just my thoughts. You can disagree, I don't care. I just hope my boy Golden Freddy gets more screen time in this movie, because they absolutely screwed my guy over in the first movie. But yeah, that's about it. See ya.